The natural movement of nutrients, oxygen, and waste products through the body's blood, lymph, and nerve channels is essential for maintaining physical, mental, emotional, and psychosomatic health. Sluggishness or obstruction in these channels disrupts the body's ability to nourish tissues, remove toxins, and regulate communication between systems, leading to a cascade of health issues. Below, I'll explain how these disruptions cause imbalances and offer practical ways to keep these channels functioning naturally, drawing on both holistic traditions and modern science. Sluggishness or obstruction in the natural movement of nutrients, oxygen, and waste products through the body's blood, lymph, and nerve channels leads to various health issues. Blood channels, circulatory system. Blood delivers oxygen, nutrients, glucose, amino acids, etc., and hormones to cells while removing carbon dioxide and metabolic waste. Obstruction or sluggishness caused by poor diet, high in saturated fats or sugar, sedentary lifestyle, dehydration, or conditions like atherosclerosis, plaque buildup. This reduces blood flow, starving tissues of oxygen and nutrients. Impact on physical health: fatigue, muscle cramps, cold extremities, or cardiovascular issues like hypertension, heart disease. Severe cases may lead to strokes or organ damage. Impact on mental and emotional health: reduced brain oxygenation can cause brain fog, irritability, or anxiety. Studies link poor cerebral blood flow to cognitive decline. For example, a 2019 study in neurology found reduced blood flow correlates with dementia risk. Impact on psychosomatic health: chronic stress constricts blood vessels via sympathetic activation, exacerbating tension headaches or migraines, often tied to emotional stress. Lymph channels, lymphatic system. The lymphatic system drains excess fluid, removes toxins, and supports immunity by transporting white blood cells. Obstruction, sluggishness, caused by lack of movement. Lymph relies on muscle contraction, tight clothing, dehydration, or infections. This leads to lymph stagnation, causing swelling, edema, and toxin buildup. Impact on physical health: swelling, weakened immunity, frequent infections, or chronic inflammation. Toxin accumulation may contribute to conditions like fibromyalgia or autoimmune disorders. Impact on mental and emotional health: lymphatic stagnation can cause a sense of heaviness or lethargy linked to low mood. In Ayurveda, sluggish lymph, kapha imbalance, is associated with emotional stagnation or depression. Impact on psychosomatic health: poor lymph flow may amplify stress-related symptoms like muscle tension or fatigue, as toxins irritate tissues and exacerbate inflammation. Nerve channels, nervous system. Nerves transmit signals for movement, sensation, and autonomic functions, e.g., heart rate, digestion. They rely on healthy blood flow and nutrient supply for optimal function. Obstruction, sluggishness caused by physical compression, e.g., poor posture, injury, inflammation, nutrient deficiencies like vitamins B, or chronic stress, which dysregulates the autonomic nervous system. Impact on physical health: numbness, tingling, muscle weakness, or chronic pain, e.g., neuropathy. Nerve irritation can also disrupt organ function like digestion, e.g. in IBS. Impact on mental and emotional health. Dysregulated nerves contribute to anxiety, insomnia, or mood swings. Chronic stress overactivates the sympathetic nervous system, raising cortisol and disrupting emotional balance. Impact on psychosomatic health. Nerve dysfunction amplifies stress related disorders like tension headaches, IBS, or panic attacks, where emotional stress manifests physically. Holistic and psychosomatic effects. Obstructions in these channels create a feedback loop. For example, poor blood flow reduces nutrient delivery to nerves, impairing mental clarity and emotional resilience. Stagnant lymph increases inflammation, worsening physical pain and emotional irritability. In holistic systems like Ayurveda, blockages in energy channels, nadis, which align with blood, lymph, and nerve pathways, disrupt prana or life force, leading to imbalances across body, mind, and soul. TCM similarly links stagnant chi to physical and emotional disharmony. Psychosomatic conditions like chronic fatigue syndrome, fibromyalgia, often arise from combined physical stagnation and emotional stress, as unresolved emotions can manifest as physical symptoms via the nervous system. How to keep channels functioning naturally. To maintain or restore the natural flow of blood, lymph, and nerve channels, adopt practices that support circulation, detoxification, and nervous system health. These draw from holistic traditions and evidence-based approaches. Let us see how we can promote blood flow or exercise. Regular movement like walking, yoga, or aerobic exercise enhances circulation. A 2020 study in circulation found 30 minutes of daily aerobic exercise improves blood vessel function and reduces cardiovascular risk. Or diet. Eat nutrient-dense foods like leafy greens, berries, and omega-3 rich fish to support vascular health. Avoid processed foods high in trans fats or sugar, which contribute to plaque buildup. Hydration. Drink adequate water, 8 to 10 cups daily, adjusted for activity, to maintain blood viscosity and support nutrient transport. Breathwork. Deep breathing, like diaphragmatic breathing, oxygenates blood and reduces vascular tension. Practices like pranayama in yoga improve circulation and calm the nervous system. How to promote, support lymphatic flow or movement. Lymph relies on muscle contraction. Activities like rebounding, trampoline, yoga, or brisk walking stimulate lymph flow. A 2017 study in lymphology showed exercise reduces lymphedema symptoms. Manual techniques. Dry brushing or lymphatic massage. For example, Abhyanga in Ayurveda encourages lymph drainage. Use gentle upward strokes toward lymph nodes. Hydration and diet. Drink water and eat diuretic foods. For example, cucumber, celery, to prevent fluid retention. Avoid processed foods which increase inflammation and toxin load. Avoid tight clothing. Wear loose clothing to prevent lymph restriction, especially around the groin or armpits. How to optimize nerve function. Nutrition. Consume foods rich in B vitamins, for example, eggs, leafy greens, magnesium, for example. Deficiencies in B12 or magnesium are linked to neuropathy. Journal of Clinical Neurology, 2019. Stress management practices like meditation, mindfulness, or Tai Chi regulate the autonomic nervous system, reducing cortisol and supporting nerve repair. A 2018 meta-analysis in Frontiers in Neuroscience found mindfulness reduces stress-related nerve inflammation. Posture and mobility. Correct poor posture with stretches or chiropractic care to prevent nerve compression. Yoga poses like child's pose or cat-cow relieve nerve tension. Sleep prioritize 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep to allow nerve repair and reduce inflammation. Poor sleep exacerbates nerve-related issues like anxiety or chronic pain. Various holistic practices for healing and optimizing various energy channels. Yoga and Tai Chi. These combine movement, breath, and mindfulness to enhance blood, lymph, and nerve function. Poses like downward dog or twists stimulate circulation and lymph drainage while calming the nervous system. Acupuncture. In TCM, acupuncture unblocks chi in meridians, improving blood and nerve function. Studies, Journal of Pain Research 2020, show it reduces chronic pain and stress. Detoxification support. Liver and kidney function with foods like turmeric, ginger, and dandelion tea to aid toxin elimination, reducing strain on blood and lymph systems. Emotional release. Journaling, therapy, or expressive arts help process emotions, preventing stress-related blockages. In holistic systems, unresolved emotions stagnate energy, affecting physical channels. Environmental and lifestyle factors can too affect the flow of various body channels. Reduce toxins. Minimize exposure to pollutants, for example, smoking, pesticides, that burden the lymphatic and circulatory systems. Use natural cleaning products and filter water. Nature exposure. Spending time in nature lowers stress hormones and supports nervous system balance, indirectly aiding all channels. Scientific Reports 2019. Routine. Maintain a consistent daily rhythm, for example, regular meals, sleep, to stabilize autonomic nervous system function, supporting all channels. Sluggishness or obstruction in blood, lymph, and nerve channels disrupts the delivery of nutrients and oxygen, impairs toxin removal, and dysregulates communication, leading to physical fatigue, pain, mental anxiety, fog, emotional irritability, depression, and psychosomatic IBS, chronic pain, health issues. Keeping these channels flowing naturally involves exercise, a nutrient-rich diet, hydration, stress management, and holistic practices like yoga or acupuncture. By integrating these evidence-based and traditional approaches, you can maintain balance across body, mind, and soul, preventing and addressing health issues holistically.